Hey guys, thanks for checking out the world of barbecue. My name is Jeff with Hallboy Barbecue. This week is the first installment of a two-part series. This week we're going to show you how we test cook, prep, and pack for a rib contest. Next week will be part two, of course, and it'll be the actual contest. So let's get cooking some ribs. Maybe we can get some smoke rolling. Shut that back up. We're ready to put some ribs on. Okay, so we are up to temp. Quickly open that up so I don't burn myself. Let's throw these guys on. Decent looking ribs. We're going to straighten them out. That way, of course, I'm sure you've heard the way they cook is going to be the end result. So we try to straighten them out and make them look as good as possible, as square. And we'll be back in 2 hours to wrap them. Okay, so while we have a couple hours before we wrap ribs, let's talk a little bit about the contest, and let's talk about how we're going to pack for it. As far as the contest goes, it's put on by our friends at Stinky D's Fine Ass Barbecue. Couple friends of ours, Dean and Darren Haste. They are from Oxford, Michigan, and that is where the contest is held, in their backyard. So we have 18, 20 teams, something like that. I'll have to check out what the final count is, and there might be some more coming in as of late. But yeah, there's going to be 20 some odd teams in a backyard, so that should be fun. They have a decent backyard, so I'm sure we'll be all right. But it was a blast last year. Had a great time. They always do a really good job. I want to say we did a breakfast potluck last time. Delicious. So we had some full bellies and did a barbecue rib contest, so that was a lot of fun. As far as packing goes, this is a list from the KCBS contest we did last year at Chelsea, Michigan, Smoke and Ale Festival. This, of course, so this one would be a lot longer than what we would do for a rib contest, but we use the same list because the stuff we are taking, we just go and mark off that it's in the truck or whatever. So just some quick stuff to go over, I guess. Heavy duty aluminum foil, nitrile gloves, hand sanitizer, paper towel, garbage bags, garnishment. Put everything on there, that way we're not forgetting anything. Smoker, see, everything. That kind of reminds me to clean it up and make sure it's ready to go. Bleach cleaner, we use the spray bleach cleaner. Hand sanitizer, hand and dish soap. Cutting boards, extension cords, fire extinguisher, welding gloves, black insulated gloves, white glove liners you see the guys using underneath the nitrile gloves. Knives, we have a knife box. Maybe we'll do a separate video on that. That'll be pretty cool too. Maybe I'll do a separate video on this too, the entire list, and I can go right down and explain why we have it on the list, what we use it for, where we get them, as far as the stuff goes, as far as where we get the stuff. Chairs, folding tables, table leg extensions. We use PVC for that. I think they're like 16 inches or so, 14, 16 inches tall. I'm a taller guy, so it hurts my back if it's lower. Excuse me, we do a lot of table work, of course, prep and everything else, so strains my back. Then I need a backiotomy. Toolbox, garbage can. We don't use garbage can anymore. We use this sweet little wire thing that hangs off the table and holds our bag for us. Awesome. Thing holds a lot of weight. Oh, pop-up tent. Tent weights, ratchet straps, barbecue team banner, first aid kit, huge one. First aid kit, huge one. Tent walls, jerry can, heater. Of course, we're going to bring the heater this time. Bluetooth speaker, clock, cookie sheets, not anymore. Cooling racks we use, pellets. Pellets is on here. We haven't used pellets in a long time. Parquet spray, of course. Honey. There's a couple ingredient stuff in here. Sauce, snacks, solo cups, drinks, chips, all that good stuff. So we will use totes. for a lot of this stuff. Otherwise, we'll probably use a cooler. We bring a couple coolers with us, one for meat, one for just a dry cooler, because they're kind of convenient. They have handles on them. They're tough. They can handle a lot of weight in them. So they're kind of cool for dragging stuff around. So yeah, that's a quick look at the checklist we have here. This is an old one, but we will be using a similar one for next weekend's contest. And like I said, this is part 1 of part 2. So part 2 will be at the contest. I have a couple interviews lined up with some teams I want to interview. There's a couple teams there that have never done a contest period before, so it'll be really cool to talk to them and see how things are going for them. And we have a couple friends, KCBS guys, some professional guys we want to talk to while we're there too. We're going to get some interviews for you guys as well for that. So let's see how our ribs are doing. Every time. Okay, let's do a little bit of this. Not my first rodeo dealing with snow. Stupid snow. I'm sick of it. Okay. So, double wrap it. So we're going to do that. We're going to do this. Lay it down. Just like that. Double wrap. Okay. There's going to be a little snow wrapped up in our ribs too. Bring these guys out. What I like to do is I like to get all this nasty blood and stuff. That's blood coming out of the bones. I just like to get all this stuff off of there as much as I can. I don't go crazy. We're probably going to be turning in, you know, these. So something to keep in mind. Same thing there. I'll look for blood spots. That's all blood spots right there. Not a big deal. So we're going to do some parquet. A few swirls. We're going to do some of this mystery stuff. This is for the contest, so I'm not going to tell you everything. Most of you will know what this is. A little bit of that. Same thing here. I'm going to have a little bit of cleanup to do on the parquet bottle. Want a little crazy. No measuring here. Besides the snow, there's every bit of half an inch on the tin foil. So if this works out, I'm gonna have to figure out where I can find some snow. All right, we're gonna wrap these guys up, put them back in the cooker. A tight wrap. If you want to come around, I'll show you. Just don't slip. So we're wrapped up nice and tight. I usually do once over. Make sure I don't have any bones sticking out or anything, because that can be kind of a bummer. You can get some juices and stuff all over the place, scald you. It can get a little nasty, but we'll be back in another couple hours to see how they turned out. All right. Just a little bit of snow coming down. Let's check these guys. See how we did. Just curious. So these are looking pretty good. Get all that steam out of your way. Snowing like crazy here, but you can see the pullback on the bones. They may be a little over. We'll see. Just looking at how those bones look, how the pullback looks on them. So they might be a little overdone, but we'll see. I'm gonna let them steam for a little bit here. Try to keep them out of the snow, put them in the Cambro, let them sit for about 20 minutes, half an hour at the most, and then we'll cut them up. So, got our sauce here on our burner. Nice and thin. Delicious. Just a little bit of snow. Not going to stop us, is it? Okay. Let's turn these guys over. So far, so good. So as a test cook, everything has gone perfectly fine. And what I mean by that is, here at home in controlled conditions, I mean, I guess it's not all controlled, but still, as far as here in controlled conditions at home, everything has gone fine. Got an awesome smoke ring on it. Oh yeah, all day. Great bite. Food with a handle. Can't beat it. So anyway, guys, obviously test cook went really well, as besides the snow and everything. But we're gonna get packed up. We're gonna get everything cooled off, cleaned up for the day. And next time I see you guys, we'll be heading to Oxford, Michigan for the Stinky D's Fine Ass Barbecue Winter Brawl, whatever it's called. We'll see you guys next week.